8 o'clock on the dot on a Wednesday morning. It is February the 15th. What? Seriously? We're in the home stretch of February? Wow. Okay, just need to let that settle in a little bit. Anyway, this is Coffee Talk. Good morning to you. We get together 7 days a week. We chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Hopefully get your day started off informed, entertained. Maybe you've got a smile on your face. All of the things. First off, let's just set the stage this morning. It is absolutely lovely. This is a shot from our tower cam network. We're looking over to the Halifax River. A couple of clouds over top of us. It is absolutely beautiful this morning. Blue sky, a few fair weather cumulus clouds coming in off the ocean. Yeah, this is the stuff dreams are made of. All right, top two things we are monitoring. First off, it's a nice morning. Giddy up. We know this. If you haven't stepped out the door yet, maybe you don't, but we've got you covered. We'll be talking more about that. Plus, the heat. Yeah, the heat is returning in Central Florida. We'll talk about how warm temperatures get and how long it's been since we've seen heat that looks quite like that. Coming up today in Coffee Talk. A lot to discuss. First off, first warning, live Doppler radar. Rain-free this morning, as you would expect. It's a quiet start to the day. Temperatures, as anticipated, milder. Yesterday, we were in the 30s and 40s. This morning, it's 50s and 60s. So we are definitely working upward, little by little. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Faux pas. I need more coffee. All right, hold on a second. All right, you got to trade off. If you're going to yawn, then you're getting more coffee. All right, so it's comfortably cool this morning. It's not frigid, but it's comfortably cool. Here's where we are headed today. 75 degrees, our 11 o'clock temperature. We'll be to 80 degrees by 1 o'clock and 83, our 3 o'clock temperature. It looks lovely. My friends, it is a great Wednesday forecast. Period, paragraph, end of story. No matter where you are either. Take a look. 83 in Orlando, 82 today in Claremont, Leesburg, Kissimmee. Back over to the beaches because we've got that nice breeze coming in off the ocean and it's running about 10 or so miles an hour. We're talking about slightly cooler temperatures for you. Upper 70s at the area beaches. It feels just outstanding. And as a matter of fact, through the day today, that is exactly what is to be anticipated. So let's talk about the overall weather pattern. Here we are, a little warmer than yesterday, right? We're in the 80s today. Even warmer for tomorrow. And then as a cold front approaches us, even warmer until that front brings us a few showers. So let's just talk about things, okay? For today, well above average for your Wednesday, 83 in the city, average is 75, 82 in Sanford, average is 74. You get the idea. We're not to record heat today, though, okay? But looking for tomorrow, looking for Friday, we start to get a little closer. Here's a look at the temperatures. Record is 87 on Thursday. We'll hit 85. Record is 88 on Friday. We'll hit 87. Yeah, so that's a thing. Okay, it's going to be like Friday is going to be toasty. Just how toasty, you ask? Well, so if it's 87, understand that Friday's forecast of 87 will make it the warmest day so far. Okay, I did put of the year. I'm like, I just made this and I'm like, I need to make sure the context is there. Warmest so far of the year. We only made it to 86, right? We've made it to 86 this year. So Friday would make it the warmest day of the year. And it would also make it the warmest day since November 6th. Interesting. So for what it's worth, kind of an interesting little thing. Since pre-Nicole. Yeah. So it's a nice stretch of weather, but we do have some warmer days ahead. Now, when we talk about those temperatures on Friday, let's take a look around Central Florida and see what Friday looks like. So 87 in the metro, 87 degrees in Kissimmee, 84 degrees in Leesburg, and then you notice up to the north it's like lower 80s. You look over to like Flagler, Brevard, Volusia, it's a little lower. So yeah, it's warm, but It just depends on where you are. That front gets in a little earlier, yada, yada, yada. It's not going to be a ton of rain, but there will be a few showers in the forecast for Friday as that frontal boundary approaches us, okay? Now, there's a frontal boundary, which means we've got a cold front. So if we hit 87 on Friday, understand that the temperatures are going to be down. 70 for a high temperature on Saturday. It's not like winter's frost bites, old man winter comes and just slaps us. It's just, it is going to be cooler, okay? So just understand we've got to change, right? So for me, I'm like, do I turn on the pool heater? And the answer, I think, for this cold front is probably not. Probably not. Just this morning, my son Eric was like, Daddy, when do we get to play in the pool again? And I'm like, well, when we start to warm the temperatures up. But notice these cool fronts are getting shorter and they're kind of getting a little quicker, right? So let's just look at the 7-day forecast. We'll get in depth with everything, don't you worry. But like, there you go. Notice, yeah, we drop off a little bit Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, we're back into the 80s. And for me personally, and I don't know about you, but for me personally, my litmus test of pool weather is 80 degrees. If it's above 80 degrees, we can do the pool. If I heat it. If I don't heat it, then that's just not. That's just where I'm at. So anyway, I don't know that I'm going to heat it because by the weekend it drops off a little bit, but I might. I don't know. It's a real quick drop off. And then if we look at the model data, by the way, just expanding out, GFS. There's the GFS. So you'll notice, we'll drop off a little bit and then we warm up and then we get into late February, a little bit of a cooler-ish stretch. So maybe I turn the pool heater on. It's just both weekends are a little lower. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Taylor says you pay for the pool, use it. That's true. But if I'm running the pool heater, to heat it up, it takes about an hour. And each hour, it ends up being like $20 to heat it up. But you're right. If we'll use it, it's worth that. The thing is, if we don't use, so I have to get the wife on board. Is he in the room, Mary? My brother Frank turns, what is he, 67, 80 degrees, 67, 80 years old? Is that? Happy birthday, Frank. I was texting you this morning. I didn't mention it because I figured it'd be more fun to see if you'd mention it. But here we are. Anyway, good stuff. Jim says outdoor movie night here on Saturday. That sounds lovely. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I will. Oh, Jackie says your body will get used to it. No. I could tell you that. I'm not doing that. I am not getting in there. Kelly said, I had a $500 bill using the heater. Yeah, I don't want that either. It'll end up, my bill will go up if I use it. Yeah. So anyway, there's that. You've got temperatures are warming, and then they get a little cooler by the end of February. So that's kind of where we're at right now. At least, listen. It's President's Day weekend, which means it's the 500, right? And it's so seldom that I get to speak on a Daytona 500 weekend looking like this. Taylor, it charges you even with the solar. Well, remember, I have solar and calculated my solar for the house. I've added an electric car. Anyway, at some point, I'm just not going to generate enough power and I will end up having to pay. And so that's the thing is I think of everything with how much power it uses and I turn that into dollars and cents. Whether or not I end up paying or not, because of the solar, it's still in my mind dollars and cents. It is what it is. So anyway, listen, this weekend's forecast, maybe a sprinkle, but it's so rare. It's so rare that a Daytona 500 weekend, I feel like, has such nice weather, right? So for tonight, for example, qualifying at the Speedway tonight, Look at this forecast. Comfortable temperatures from the lower 70s into the 60s, clear skies, cooling temperatures. It looks amazing. Exactly, Taylor. You get it. Look, I mean, at the end of the day, I calculated the solar to power the house. I added an electric car. That I'm already paying now for the electric car's electricity because I don't have the solar panels for it. So then you add in the heater. The heater is also in addition. So, it's like the house runs off the solar, but it's the car and the pool heater that actually come out of the pocket. So there you are. Destiny says, you're an adult when you get excited over a new coffee pot. Destiny, can I add something to that? So, coming in the mail today is a heated mug. So this may be the last day that I get to use this one. I mean, I can use it anytime, but I've got a heated one and I got two bases, one for work and one for the house. So while I don't have a new coffee maker, I have a fancy mug coming, and I'm very excited about that. Very excited. By the way, you say that, and I'm like, the mug the coffee pot that I do use, we got it like the day our oldest son was born. Eric was born, and he's coming up on his 5th birthday. Let me tell you something. I cleaned the snot out of that thing, but it's dark inside. Like, it is coffee stained. And I'm like, at what point do I get a new coffee pot? A new coffee maker. So maybe I do that. Lisa says, the Ember Cup, I've been wanting one. Uh-huh. I am so excited over it. I've kind of wanted one for a long time. But here we go. So I'm very excited. And this is not sponsored by Ember, by the way. I promise you. Mickey says, I have the Ember. Coffee is always hot. The Yeti's great for iced coffee if you're into that. Yeah, I mean, this Yeti has been great. It was free, so I love that. That is a shameless plug. This is sponsored by Wesh too, as you can very clearly see. But yeah, Ember is not. It'd be kind of fun if they were, though. And I was like, yeah, this month's winner of the free. Anyway. All right, back to the weather. We're talking about how I feel like Daytona 500 weekend is just never with great weather. Look at the 500 forecast this year, friends. Oh, man. This is good. This is good. This is really good. Man. Comfortable temperatures, lower 70s. We'll make it into the low, even mid 70s. A nice breeze. Oh, it's outstanding. It is outstanding. Bobby, early spring, no cold fronts. We're literally getting a cold front, Bobby, this weekend. Mercy says, oh, Mercy, you got to throw reality. Just think how stained your kidneys are that you can't clean the snot out of it. Do you think about that? I am now. Yeah. We have straight electric for the pool, so we pick carefully when to heat. Hubby starts vacation Saturday, and we have company from Massachusetts. So we'll see about the week forecast temps if we heat it. I'm dying to dive in. I am too, Patty, and the kids are ready. I would love that. I would love that. Chris says national weather, or I ask about the April calendar. Chris Pierce, I'm coming after you, buckaroo. Here. There's your national map. Because the April calendar is not done at all. But here's what I can tell you. The hurricane forecast is done. Just some fine tuning. Just some fine tuning. That was my task yesterday. The hurricane forecast is done. I'll give you a hint here in a couple seconds, too. Brian, what day is Dave Marsh going to be on the drive-thru? So I need to get a date on the calendar. We've got Kyle Graveline this week, and I may have Nancy Alvarez next week. And then maybe we'll do either Dave or Tony after that. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Andrew, what does Friday look like at the track? That's the only day of Speed Weeks that has a decent chance of rain. It's only a few showers. It's not too bad, Andrew. We'll look at the long-range future cast here. Let's do that. Stand by. Let me type. Yep, there's that. All right. So there's that front coming in. Friday, 2 p.m., a few showers north of town, right? See how it's kind of weakening, though? And that's 9 o'clock. Like, 9 o'clock, a few showers. We can handle that. Right? Like, can we agree? Like, we can handle that. So that's not too bad. Debbie, we called it Bill France weather when it's so nice for race week. I can get on board with that. I love it. I love it. I drink coffee anyhow. Too many things to worry about. Coffee is not one that needs my time. I would agree with that. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I eat significantly better than I did. Now, that's the only thing. Like, I didn't used to eat very well. And if coffee's the worst thing, like, I don't know. But you're right. Like, these mugs, like, looking inside there, I mean, it's still clean, but you're right. That coffee pot is gross. What does my insides look like? Oh, God. Now you've got me freaking out. I've got a friend, Dr. Ball. Like, I need to get him on Coffee Talk to discuss, as a medical doctor, in your expert opinion, what say you, Dr. Ball? Y'all, now I'm scared. I drink too much. Oh, well. Chris, you're killing poor Eric, right? Like, he's a demanding little goober, isn't he? Rosebud, sneak peek of hurricane forecast. All right, I'll give it to you in a couple seconds. Let me just get caught up on the comments. Nina, inquiring minds want to know about the hurricane forecast. All right. How I wish I had a pool. My arthritis would enjoy it for sure. Yeah, but then your pocketbook wouldn't, because the bill to heat it is painful. Not looking great for the truck race Friday. Can they run a triple header on Saturday? No, there's only a few showers, Connie. I would say that Friday, all in all, looks to be a pretty good forecast, really and truly. Yeah. Patty, I have a storm chaser friend who follows you who would be interested in drive-through Friday sometime. Yeah, let's do it. I would love it. Drink water after the coffee to flush the kidneys. I do drink water pretty much through the day. Yeah. 2 cups of coffee per day and have been said to be healthy and helpful for us. Yeah, but I feel like every other day it's like here's Jim Payne. New report out today from the American blah says that 2 cups of coffee is healthy for humans. The new report coming to blah, blah, blah. And then like 2 weeks later, it's like, new report says coffee is deadly to human. Like, it's like, I feel like that's the way that goes. Am I crazy? I mean, I know I'm crazy, but I only have like 1 cup of coffee a day. Yeah. Bruce, how did you find out about Blue Front? It's the best. So I posted the picture with the family, and Bruce's eye caught my barbecue sauce. Blue Front. I started my TV career here in Central Florida at another television station, and then got my first on-air job in West Palm Beach. And Blue Front is a Palm Beach County thing. So I learned about it there, and then when they started carrying it at Publix here, I had to buy it. What's funny though is Jeannie doesn't love it. The kids don't love it, but it's a different type of barbecue sauce. But for me, there is no other barbecue sauce. It's Blue Front all the way. And if y'all are looking for something like a cool new barbecue sauce for you, Blue Front, yeah. K-Cannon. That's exactly right. Experts conflict with each other. So enjoy your 2 cups of joe. I really only drink 1. I mean, if I'm honest, I nurse it, and that's why I think that the cup will be great, because I'm going to have a little charger here at the desk, and then I'm going to have a charger in the weather center at work. And so I can take it with me, and it'll stay hot, and then I'll just have it charging. Yeah. All right. So you want a preview of the hurricane forecast? All right. Let me introduce you to the GFS. Okay. And let's just roll through time. All right, we've got cold front coming in. We know this. This is that Friday front. And yes, I'm showing you raw GFS. What's up off that East Coast there? What's going on? What is that? Let's back it up. Kind of start some moisture out here around the Bahamas. Kind of works toward Florida and then starts looping out. What's that? What's that? That's Nicole, people. That is the recycle of Nicole. So, without digging in at all to the hurricane season forecast, which I'm not going to... the graphics are built. But without digging into it at all, you just saw the recycle of Nicole. So, if you know that Nicole has been recycling, odds are when we put this puppy out March the 1st, you're going to have some East Coast Florida action. Wouldn't that make sense? Yep. So, there's your sign. There's your preview of coming attractions. It's so funny because literally in the graphic system, this graphic, right next to it is the 2023 hurricane season forecast. And I almost put that on the air just now. Yep. Mercy says, OMG, people, don't worry. I was just having an early morning health philosophy moment. Drink your espresso, by the way. I'm so getting one of those heated mugs. I cannot wait to check it out. Also, yeah, it's okay to have a health philosophy moment. It's also okay to be like, oh God, that is the way that my innards are looking. But but we're human and we're always reinvigorating ourselves and stuff. So I'm just going to keep telling myself that that's cleaning out. So anyway, March the 1st, the article goes live. And also, if I may, can I just show something? Give me a second. I don't think I will have standby. Okay, if I do that and I do that, stop it. I'm trying to show you something. Do that and do that. Okay, so this is the coffee talk from last year. Okay, what I want to do is I want to show you the coffee talk from last year, putting out the hurricane forecast. And specifically, I want to show you where we were discussing Hurricane Ian. All right. Take a listen. We've tracked, I think this is the one that has both of us really watching closely.
Yeah, because it first originates in the Gulf. So obviously, the water there, the environment is usually pretty good for some sort of development. And it then moves over Florida. And then we were even debating whether we needed maybe a little sliver of parts of the Carolinas highlighted. We didn't do that, but it's a system that they could even watch as well.
Okay, now, couple things. First off, that was March 1st of 2022. Mid-May, there was a little storm system. It was not a hurricane or anything. Late July, there was a storm system. And I remember saying in late July, I even put it on Twitter. I was like, guys, when this recycles in late September, this is going to be a problem. And guess what happened in late September? Ian happened in late September. So that's the kind of stuff. And you heard us even talking like, this is the part of the pattern that we're going to have to watch, right? That was what we were discussing March of last year, when obviously it was months and months and months and months and months before Ian hit. So here we are. It's February of this year, looking at the GFS. There's Nicole recycling. I'm going to tell you right now, and we will do it again on March 1st, the Nicole part of the pattern is going to be the part of the pattern we need to watch. Okay? Kind of crazy. And I just laugh about how there are people in the meteorological community who think it's trash. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. The thing that I'm always amazed at, though, is how they can say that, but when we look at the actual forecast from last year that we put out, these are the tracks. These are all the tracks. And the red shaded areas are where we highlighted for higher than average threats of tropical activity, not including much of the Gulf Coast, not including Texas. So, one would say, maybe there's something there. Maybe? I don't know. Hashtag I do know. There's something there. And I'm not coming off saying that I'm Mr. Brilliant. I didn't come up with this. I didn't discover this. I will say, though, that I was smart enough to latch in, learn, and say, yeah, there's something there. Oliver says, haters will always hate. Best part of science is questioning everything. That's correct. I have no qualms with people trying to question it, and I love that. But when you just blindly are negative in the science community, I'm like, but that's not science. You're supposed to question everything in science, but you're not supposed to be a you-know-what. That's where you lose me. We had an intern who was like, I don't know that I believe it. And I was like, perfect. I will explain the entire methodology to you and ask you to start. And I think I've told you this story. I was like, I will teach you every bit of it. I'm not here to try and hide it. But I say to you, don't blindly hate on it. I'll teach it to you. Look into it. And at like 2 o'clock that next morning, he texted me and said, you might be onto something. There it is. Taylor, blank. I'll say it for you since you can't on air. I was going to use another word, but it's in the family of. Oh, man. Anyway, that's what we've got. All right. So any questions, comments, concerns? Oh, boy. Too funny. Mickey. Yeah. Listen. I mean, but he's not. Listen. He's not a knucklehead. At the end of the day, science is to be questioned, but open your eyes. That's all. Just keep checking out. No, I wasn't going to use Putz, because Putz I could say. He was going to be stronger than Putz, but in the family of what you said. All right. So a couple of showers on Friday. Looking great through the weekend. It's 500 weekend. Man, looking good. Can I also throw one more thing in? I ordered my UCF season tickets this year. So excited. The indoctrination of my children continues. I know not everybody's UCF fan. That's fine. I put 4 years in the marching band. I love that place, and I love that chapter of my life, and I love the idea of indoctrinating my children to be Knight fans. You know what I mean? If I have dates for Hurricanes, I can make hotel reservations for an early discount. Spill the beans. We'll get March 1st. We'll put out everything. Eduardo, March 1st. We'll put everything out. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited about football season. It's only February. I know it's early, but anyway. All right, people. That's all I got for you. Sound good? Sound good. Yeah. Did I get 4 tickets? Go Kids. I did get 4 tickets. That was expensive. Try not to blind the chat. Taylor, you're so sweet. All right, everybody. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see y'all at 3:30 for the afternoon update. And in the meantime, go. Be good. Enjoy. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Take care. Bye.